for standard stuff, you can just pack the bucky, move all the pool bucket to that side so we can put that thingy up here.
My name is Katrine. I'm one of the lucky co-founders of Panthera Africa Big Cat Sanctuary in Stanford. We are on the coastline towards Hermanus. So here you can see big cats, you can see whales, you can see mountains, you can see forests. It's an amazing area that you can come and enjoy a couple of days. I came to South Africa as a volunteer in 2011 for 2 weeks. I had been portraited these small lion cubs. It was told to me that they had been abandoned by their mothers, come and save them and do something good. Upon one of my returns, that 4 of the lions were suddenly sent away. And then I was like, where are they going? And all these questions that I had wasn't really answered, and so with kind of keeping on and on trying to get ourselves into that place, after 2 weeks we managed, and that day is the reason for me why I'm here. Because what met me there was like a concentration camp for lions. It was probably one of the most heartbreaking and heart-opening moments, because suddenly I was like, what am I actually a part of? And what is the truth behind this whole industry? And while I was there, I suddenly saw the 4 lions standing there, hopeless, and I felt they were asking for help. We managed to understand the massiveness of this industry. It's total lack of animal welfare. There is no regard of the beauty of nature and all of this. It's only to feed the hands of man. And so we decided to create Panthera Africa, which is one of the true and few ethical sanctuaries in South Africa. We are proud of being the place where people now look to, the whole industry. We were told that we will never survive if we don't breed, if we don't trade, if we don't offer any interaction to the public. We wanted to prove them wrong. You can actually create a beautiful place where people still want to come, and it can be in the benefit of the animals and the people. So this is Jubatis. He was the first lion I ever saw in Africa.
My name is Taryn, and we are at Panthera Africa Big Cat Sanctuary, and I am the head animal caretaker here. Today we are going to be heading down to the sanctuary, and we are going to be doing big clean. So we're going to be cleaning a couple of our lion enclosures and our tiger enclosures. We'll be going into the camps, changing out their bedding. We'll be cleaning their water bowls, freshening up their water, taking out any old bones and any other alien clearing or plant clearing that we need to do to keep it nice for them.
Our first rescue, we did 15 animals in one go. I don't know if we were brave or stupid, but yeah, I choose to say we were brave. So luckily we have many of those 15 are still with us. And our recent one was a leopard called Gabriel. He's an amazing gentleman. We have a vision. The world where all people and animals and nature are equally respected, acknowledged and loved. We are open for the public for educational visits. We have school groups, we have a workshop, we have animal communication courses to educate, because if you don't know, you can't change. What happens in captivity when you take the cubs away, within 2 weeks, the female gets into heat and then she breeds again. These cubs that are born are taken away by hand between 1 to 10 days old. The reason for this is that if they stay with the mom too long, they will be too wild. So there's lots of different scents that are put on to the tube so that he can get stimulated, whether it is like cinnamon, it can be lavender, it can be anything. Was that nice? In most captive facilities, these animals don't have any, there's no toys, there's no nothing. So it's the same as like if you say you're human and you have your room and that's all you have. There's no books, there's no phone, there's no TV, there's no nothing, and you just have your room. And suddenly you add a little bit of music, a little bit of a play, a guitar, a ball, and suddenly your life becomes rich. And this is why we do the enrichment program, because it really stimulates all their different senses and it makes them very happy.
Well, are we starting with born-free animals? When we get food in for our big cats, it is donated and we have to store and bulk up on it. So it goes into a freezer, and because we put it into the freezer and then defrost that meat to feed, it loses some of its nutritional value. And that's the reason that we supplement the food. So we want to put all of that goodness back into the meat for the cats to be healthy and stay healthy.
I have seen a lot. I've seen a lot from the good, the bad and the very ugly. I have seen animals that are definitely in cages, mentally, emotionally, also physically, very small places. And yes, I agree that animals should be wild. They should be able to roam free. But in the wild itself, the biggest challenge that we have currently is the loss of habitat, and it's human-wildlife conflict. When people understand what actually happens in the captive breeding industry, you will know that they breed brother-sister, father-daughter. It is inbreeding of genetics that are very, very compromised. And so if you already have that challenge in the wild and you want to take tame-ish compromised animals and put them out in the wild, that is also not good for the genetics of the wild population. Any animal, a wild animal that we are able to actually interact with or be close with, they've all been taken away from their parents at a very, very young age. Most people know about the rhino horns and the ivory. There's also something called the lion bone trade and the tiger bone trade. The market is the same, it's the Asian market. They actually believe they are buying tiger products, whether it's tiger wine, tiger cake, tiger potions, whatever it is, but it can also very simply be the lions.
My hopes and dreams for Panthera Africa Big Cat Sanctuary is that we make a difference, that we bring change, that we educate enough people for it to make a difference in this big cat industry, that one day there is no more big cat industry.
The animals that are here at Panthera Africa, they are free at heart. They are free of mind. become a conscious human and make choices that is in the best benefit for everyone involved. The money is what drives this whole industry. We have actually the power to shift the whole industry. We have the power to actually close down all of these unethical places if we don't place our money there. We need to shift from the selfish to the selfless and think of what is for the greater good. People often tell me, like, Kat, you guys are doing such amazing work here and you rescue all these animals, and I say they actually rescue me every single day, because it's an honor and a true privilege to be a guardian of these animals and speak on their behalf, and then together make a difference on a greater scale.